The other success clue that people forget is that, you know, success is the door and what's behind it, right? And you got to keep knocking on the door. And that's what people fail to see. Like, the door to success and all of the wonderful things that are behind this door are not privy to you until you keep knocking. Like, they want to see how long are you going to knock, right? So you can't knock once and then walk away. Like, I've knocked for 20 years on this door. Not 2 years, not 10 years, not 15 years, 20 years. 20 years I've been knocking on this door. Like, every day, hey, let me in, no. Hey, let me in, no. Hey, let me in, no. Hey, can I get in, no. Hey, but what about today? It's a good day, it's my birthday, no. But what about today? Is Memorial Day? No. And I keep knocking and knocking and knocking and knocking. And eventually the door opens, right? Because the person on the other side, whoever is the doorkeeper, is like, okay, this dude's not going away. I'm tired of listening to his knock. And I will knock on that fucking door, dude, until you open that door. That's the difference. That's why there are successful people, and that's why there are not successful people. In that whatever respective field, career, entrepreneur land, whatever the case may be, that is the number one difference. And it's got nothing to do with talent, right? It has everything to do with you're willing to persist and keep knocking on that door. That's why you'll see people today and they're super successful. You're like, how are they so successful? You don't see anything like, you know, miraculous, you know, like, wow, right? But they just kept knocking on that door, man. And to me, that's how I've lived my life. And I actually was thinking about that the other day because I was like, wow, you know, I just kept knocking on that door, dude, every day. There was not a day that I didn't knock on the door. Maybe there were days I knocked 10 times on the door, but there was never a day that I didn't knock 1 time on the door, right? So every day I'm knocking on that door, dude. And that if you want to be successful, that's really how you got to think about it. Like, are you knocking on that door every day to the point you're annoying the person? We're like, okay, dude, I'm gonna let you in. Because then once you're in, you're behind it now, right? Now you're in the pool, right? You're in the party. Then it's like, okay, now you're around a bunch of people that are in the party and they're like, hey, yeah, I was knocking on the door too. You see what I'm saying? So I had lunch with a friend of mine the other day, super, super successful. And we share a lot of that in common because he's knocking on that door, dude, and he keeps knocking on that door. There's another door behind that door, and then there's another door behind that door. There's always another level, right? But the first door is the hardest door to get through, right? It's like making your first million. The first million is always the hardest. And then after that, it just like quadruples, right? Because now you figured out which door to knock on, which one's not to knock on, but now you're in the party. Big difference, right? When you show up to the party and you're like, okay, now I'm in the party. Now I'm here, motherfucker, I'm in the party. Big difference. But to get there, you know, you gotta keep knocking, dude. So if you're knocking on it for a year, 2 years, and you're discouraged because no one's opening the door, just, dude, took me 20. Not that it needs to take you 20, hell, if you can do it in 10, great. You can do it in 5, congratulations. But I don't see that as a general thing. You'll have those outliers with people who do that, but generally speaking, it's at least 10 to 20 years. Everybody that I know I've had the luxury of knowing very successful people. And the thing that I know is about really successful people that are generous, the core people around them are very successful and they've never had to start a business. They've never had to start a business. So I only started a business because I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I would have been totally happy being around somebody that was very successful, that I could help and they could help make me successful. I didn't have the luxury of having that. But later in life, when I did find people that were successful, I could see that the people around them were very successful in their own respective fields, right? Because success is contagious, man. It's not individuated to one thing unless you're just a tyrant, right? But most people that are successful, it's very contagious. The people around them are doing well. So anyway, that's my point.
And a lot of people think they have to go be the guy.
You don't have to be the guy. No, dude, you don't have to be the guy. No, you don't have to be. It's unnecessary. If you got somebody else that's willing to take all the risks, why? You just be an asset for that person and you'll be rich. Trust me, you'll be rich. You'll be rich. You ain't gotta go take, that's what I'm saying. People think about this stuff the wrong way. You don't have to be the one to take all the risks. Maybe you're risk adverse, it's okay. Fine, get around somebody that's successful. be around them, bring value, be an asset to that person, they will carry you along gladly. And they'll be like, hey, dude, I'm going to make you successful because you're helping me become successful. That's the way it works. It's a team.